Welcome everyone. We have breaking news right now here on 21 Alive News Plus. As you can see next to me, a building is on fire, smoke going into the sky so much we can see it from one of our Skyview cameras. Let's get a full look at that right now, and let me tell you the details we have on this breaking news. So we know the Fort Wayne Fire Department is responding to this large fire. You see the smoke right there. It's east of downtown Fort Wayne. FWFD is responding to that large fire, and like I said, it's east of downtown Fort Wayne. What we do know right now is the fire was called out around 2:15 p.m. It's located at 2613 East Washington Boulevard. That's near OmniSource. 21 Alive News, we currently have crews at the scene getting things set up and trying to find out what's going on and those details. And of course, we're going to bring you those details the minute we know what's happening. For right now, you can simply see it out there billowing with smoke. I'm going to read it to you again. We have breaking news right now. The Fort Wayne Fire Department is currently responding to a large fire. It started this afternoon and it is east of downtown. You're seeing it on your screen right now. The smoke is billowing into the sky so much so we can see it on our Skyview camera. So what we do know right now is the fire was called out around 2:15 p.m. and was called out at the location 2613 East Washington Boulevard near OmniSource. 21 Alive News, we have a crew at the scene right now getting information, trying to figure out more details. And of course, the minute we know those details, we are going to bring them to you. Okay, we do want to let you know the Fort Wayne Fire Department did just confirm it's not OmniSource, only New Omni. It's near New Omni, not near OmniSource. So let me read that to you again. All right, you're taking a look at some breaking news right now. A building engulfed in flames, so much so that smoke is billowing into the sky, and we can see it from one of our Skyview cameras, meaning it is making a big impact in the sky right now. So we do want to let you know what is happening, and of course, what we know right now. We don't know much, but here's what we know. The Fort Wayne Fire Department is responding to a large fire this afternoon east of downtown. The fire was called out around 2:15 p.m., so very recent, and it's called out at 2613 East Washington Boulevard. This is near OmniSource. Of course, 21 Alive News, we have a crew at the scene. We're getting as much information as we can right now, and we have a live picture now from the scene from the 21 Alive News crews. You can see those flames going up. The smoke is large, and the fire department is there on scene, doing what they can to get it to stop. All right, here's what we do know right now. This was called out at 2:15 p.m., so this is a very recent fire. It started recently, and as you can see, it is a big one. That smoke is billowing as far as you can see. I want to show you from one of our Skyview cameras how high it's going. You can see it's really affecting all over. Now let's go back to that live shot closer up of the fire. That's from 21 Alive News crews, some crews from 21 Alive News out there on the scene right now. This is a live shot of firefighters trying to put out that fire, smoke billowing into the sky. I'm going to tell you right now, the information that we have, I'll tell you it is limited as most people are there on scene trying to fight the fire. So what we do know right now is the Fort Wayne Fire Department, you can see them right there. They're responding to the large fire that you can see. It's east of downtown. The fire, we know, is called out around 2:15 p.m., so very recently, about 30 minutes ago. And it's called out, the location is 2613 East Washington Boulevard. That's near OmniSource. And again, that's east of downtown Fort Wayne. And as you can see, our crews are at the scene firsthand. That is a live picture you're looking at, and they're going to try to get more details. We're trying to get more details here in the newsroom, and the minute we get them, of course, we're going to bring them to you. I'm going to let you look at this picture for a second or so, and then I'll come back with the current information we know right now. And what you're looking at, just before I go, is the Fort Wayne Fire Department, and there might possibly be other departments joining them due to that size of a fire. You can see flames right there in the right bottom corner, and you can see that smoke is huge. I want to give you another look here at our sky view camera. It kind of shows more of how big that smoke is going into the sky. You can see it really throughout a lot of parts of Fort Wayne. Now back to that live shot we have right there from our crews on the scene. We've got dark smoke, and you can see they're spraying the hoses, trying to do what they can to get this fully engulfed fire under control. I'm going to let you take a look at that for a little bit, see what's happening. Oh, wait, first, you can see right there, up behind that smoke, there is a larger hose kind of going down. Can't see it anymore. If you look in the right top corner by the tree, you can see a stronger hose coming up from a higher angle. You can see that all hands are on board to get this fire under control, and the smoke continues to be large. We're going to look from your Skyview camera again and look at this. It is so large that we can see it from the Skyview camera, but that is the smoke. That's the smoke we're seeing right now from the fire, meaning it can probably be seen in certain parts of Fort Wayne throughout the sky. We're going to go back to that live shot with our crews right there. You can see that big hose from the upper angle in the right coming down on that fire. Crews on the ground, you see right there from the Fort Wayne Fire Department, using their hoses to try to get it out. Again, you can see that smoke truly billowing. You see it there, and you see it high above in the sky of Fort Wayne. This is east of downtown Fort Wayne, and this was called out very recently. It was called out at 2:15 p.m., so very recent, and the location is 2613 East Washington Boulevard. This is near OmniSource. And as you can see, 21ALIVE News are at the scene. Our crews are there. They've got that live shot up for you. And while they're there, they're going to try to get as much information as they can. As I said, our information is limited. I'm going to read it to you one more time. Everyone is working to get more information. And always, 21ALIVE News is going to get it to you immediately. Here's what we know right now. The Fort Wayne Fire Department, you can see them down there, is responding to a large fire, which you can see smoke is billowing right there, and into the sky of Fort Wayne. So the fire was called out around 2:15 p.m. at 2613 East Washington Boulevard. This location is east of downtown near OmniSource. And like I said, you can see our crews there. This is a live shot. They're trying to get as much information as possible and showing us how these firefighters are fighting this blaze. You can see the hoses going, one right there on the ground from a fighter holding it, and it's hard to see, but in the top right corner you can see a hose angled from up above coming at the fire as well. I'm going to leave this on the screen right now, and I'll try to be back, see if we get more information or tell you current information in a little bit, but I'm going to let you look at this for a second.
take what we can get.
Hello.
Gotta get my microphone real quick.
You are fine.
I want to say we do see right now our reporter, Julia Blandford, 21ALIVE News reporter on the scene. Looks like she's going to talk to someone here live about the fire. I'm going to stop talking and move that up so you can hear it. Until that interview starts, I'm going to take a look at the Skyview camera. You can see the smoke is starting to come down a little bit. Let's take a look right now while our reporter brings up that interview. There we go. That's what we're wanting to look at.
Test. I think everything is good with me. Are you all good, Julia? Yep, I'm good. Okay. So we'll have you just look right down the middle for us.
Sure.
And we'll have you start and say and spell your first and last name.
Assistant Chief Jonathan Flickinger, Jonathan Flickinger, Flickinger.
All right, so tell us what you know about this fire.
So right now we're just east of downtown. We have a commercial structure that caught on fire. That fire was actively involved when our first arriving units got on scene, and we've had partial collapse of that structure currently.
Do you know what structure this is?
We don't exactly know what structure it is. We know it was being used for some type of storage, potentially vehicle storage, but we don't have a confirmation of that yet, and we're not quite sure what started the actual fire.
Do you know if anyone was inside the building when it caught on fire?
To our understanding right now, nobody has been hurt or injured. We do have one unattached exposure that is still standing. We do have a little bit of concern about a back wall that might collapse as well that could fall into another exposure, but they're getting good water on it right now and getting it under control.
So from our understanding, as you know so far, there have been no injuries?
No injuries have been reported, no injuries to firefighters. We have had some water supply issues, but other than that, it's been going rather effectively for us to be able to get water onto the fire.
Is there any estimation when this fire is going to be officially out?
No, this is going to take a minute to get under control because we're going to actually have to bring in some excavation equipment so we can start clearing out some paths and look for some of that deep-seated fire and make sure it's all getting taken care of.
Do you know what business this land is with?
We don't know exactly what business. Our understanding is it's just a storage facility that's being rented out or leased out to individuals.
And at this time, how long has this fire been burning?
It's probably been going for about a good 35, 40 minutes now, I think. I apologize, I don't have the exact number. Okay. But yeah, I think it's been going for about 40 minutes.
Okay. I mean, I think that's all I have.
Yeah, I mean, you estimate that you don't really know exactly when it will stop yet?
No, this is going to take a little while to do it. Because of the size of the structure and with the collapse, we're going to have to start pulling stuff apart, have somebody come in with excavation and start clearing out some of that.
Is there any telling how much of this building was on fire?
There is no telling at this moment how much was on fire, but as I said, it was actively involved when they first got on scene. It was already going pretty good.
I think that's all the
questions
I got.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this fire or about...
No, besides stumbling when I first started talking.
No, you did great.
Thank
you so much, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Well, is there going to be a press release anytime soon?
They will at some point. I'm not sure when. Okay. Do you guys know the actual address?
It's like 2613
Yep. 260 East Washington.
Okay, that was a live interview right there with the Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer Jonathan Flickinger. And let's recap some of the stuff he said. He said there was a partial collapse of the building, but what they know right now is that it's just a storage building. They don't know what business owns it. They don't know what's inside it. Flickinger did mention it might be vehicles, but that is not confirmed. And he's also said, as of now, nobody is injured in this fire. That's what we know right now, though. There is still much more to investigate. And currently, they're still using that water to get it under control. They said that there might be another wall collapse potentially coming if they can't get a certain area under control in some certain time, but they're continuing to fight the fire. Flickinger also said when they first arrived on the scene, the fire was going completely, it was fully engulfed. He said after this, they're going to have excavation come and start having to pull stuff apart. This is so they can find those little flames or those little hot spots and be able to put them out as well. So we're told that those parts are deep-seated fires. But right now, they're trying to take care of the rest. This one last part of the building, that is what Flickinger said. It's a little, not a little, but one more part of the building. They're trying to get it under control currently. You can see them using those hoses. And he has said he does not know what business is connected. We know it's on 2613 East Washington Boulevard. That's located near OmniSource. But as of right now, all we know about the place that is on fire right there, it is a storage building. That is all we have confirmed. We do also know from Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer Jonathan Flickinger that as of right now, the information they know right now, nobody is injured. In this large fire, we know nobody is injured. That's as of now. So there could be more information that comes out later, but as of right now, nobody is injured. He also said that when they first got there, they did have some water issues, but now everything is working fine, and they're working hard to get this fire under control. We also know, Flickinger told us that there was a partial collapse. You can kind of see some of the stuff collapsed right there on your screen. This is a live shot from your 21ALIVE news crews. They're back there getting that fire. He said that one part is still on fire and there could possibly be a partial collapse of a wall back there. But like I said, nobody is in that building that they know of as of right now. And according to the FWFD Public Information Officer, nobody is injured as of now. They also told us that the fire's been going on for 35 to 40 minutes as of right now. That was an estimate from the Public Information Officer with the Fort Wayne Fire Department. They said after this fire, they also told us that they're going to have to start pulling stuff apart and looking for those deep-seated fires. So we want to say again, this is a large fire near OmniSource, and it is east of downtown. It started very recently, about 35 to 40 minutes ago. That's what FWFD has told us. And there was some collapsing. You can see it right there as that building is on the ground and the smoke continues to billow out. I want to take you to that sky view camera we were showing, and you can see there is less smoke coming up into the sky, but it is still very visible from a far distance. This is on your 21ALIVE sky view cameras. Now back to the scene where our crews are at with this live picture. You can see the building is down and the smoke continues. They're looking for these deep-seated fires. That's what Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer Jonathan Flickinger has told us. He also told us that as of now, no one is injured in the fire. As of right now, they think that nobody is injured in the fire. That's the information they told us. Now, this started about 35 to 40 minutes ago. That was an estimate from the Fort Wayne Fire Department. And they did let us know there was a partial collapse. I mean, you can see it right there. that building is down. He said that they're still trying to get those deep-seated fires and there could be more wall collapses, and that when it's all done and they get in there, they're going to have to bring excavation and start pulling things apart. So this is on scene, a live picture of that fire full of smoke. It was east of downtown. It started very recently. FWFD told us about 35 to 40 minutes ago. They told us that about 5 minutes ago, so I would say probably about 40 to 45 minutes ago. There has been some collapse in the building, and as of right now, they don't know, or they haven't shared what business this building is connected to or who owns it. All they know right now and can tell us, this is from the Fort Wayne Fire Department, is that it's a building used for storage. That's all we know right now, is that it's a building used for storage, and we're told as of now they do not know that there are any injuries. If they're reporting as of right now, there are no injuries. But further into the investigation, they'll be able to confirm even more as they investigate. As you can see right now, they're still just trying to put that fire out. I'm gonna take you back to our Skyview camera. You can see the smoke is lessening. All right, and I do want to let you know, we did just get a public safety alert. The safety alert does read, quote, avoid the area of the 2600 East Washington, the 2 blocks in either direction, between 2400 and 2800 East Washington. That's due to a fire with a lot of smoke. I'm going to read that to you again. This is a public safety alert that just came to phones. It reads, quote, avoid the area of 2600 East Washington, 2 blocks in either direction as well, between 2400 and 2800 East Washington, due to a fire with a lot of smoke. And we can see it right there. That is a lot of smoke happening. We have crews on the ground right there with that live shot for you, and you can see the Fort Wayne Fire Department is working hard. You can see right there in the top right corner, that hose is coming down pretty hard onto the building from up above, and they're also spraying from the ground. I do want to let you know this is on 2613 Washington Boulevard, and we did get a public safety alert asking people to avoid the area of 2600 East Washington. That's 2 blocks in either direction as well. That's between 2400 and 2800 East Washington. That's due to this fire right here with a lot of smoke. We did talk to the Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer, Jonathan Flickinger. He did tell us, as of right now, there is no injuries. We also found out the fire started about 40 to 45 minutes ago. We did ask him if he knew if this was connected to a business or if there were any ownership, and they said right now they do not know, but what they do know is that it was used for storage. So that's what we know right now about this building that is billowing smoke into the sky, having plenty of firefighters spraying water on it and working to get it out, is that it's used for storage. Again, I'm going to say this is east of downtown, and it is near OmniSource. It's east of downtown near OmniSource. The Fort Wayne Fire Department did tell us that parts of the building did collapse. You could kind of see it right there. Now the smoke is billowing in front of the parts that we saw that was a collapsed building. They said that once they get it under more control, they're going to have an excavation, pulling stuff apart. This is just to find those deep-seated fires, just to make sure, get it completely out, get that smoke out of the sky. And as you can see, it is actually starting to lessen. You really don't see it as much in the sky compared to what we were seeing before. It was dark and it was reaching high in the sky. Now it's looking much less from this point of view. This is your 21 Alive News sky camera here, and we're seeing it a lot less from this view. But this is a live view from the scene. Our crews are there. The 21 Alive reporter, Julia Blanford, is there. She did interview the Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer, Jonathan Flickinger, a little bit ago. It was live, and he told us that as of right now, nobody is injured and that there was a partial collapse. I mean, you can see that building right there kind of collapsed on the ground, certain parts of it. And What we know right now about this building is we don't know what business or who owns it, but FWFD was able to tell us that the building was used for storage. What is stored in there, they are not sure as of right now, but it was used for storage. All right, I'm gonna let you take a look at this right now. The smoke is starting to come down a little bit. Let's just take a moment and look at the scene. All right, we're here on 21 Alive News Plus with breaking news. A large fire east of downtown Fort Wayne. It was called out around 2:15 p.m., 2613 East Washington Boulevard. We know it's near OmniSource. Now, we did talk to the Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer, Jonathan Flickinger. He did tell us that there was a partial collapse of the building and that the building, we don't know what business or who owns it, but he did say that the building was used for storage. So that's what we know right now. What's stored in it, we're not sure, but we do know it was used for storage. We also know from the Fort Wayne Fire Department that as of right now, nobody is injured, but that's as of right now that we know that nobody was injured. You can still see that smoke billowing high. We're gonna look at that sky view again. Like I said, it's way less than it was before. And it was dark up high into the sky, but you can still see it from the live view camera, making it visible in certain parts of Fort Wayne. Now let's go back to that live shot we have right now. This is live from the scene. Our crews are there. And right now we're gonna take a moment. We're gonna keep you on the sky camera. We're changing out views right now, but you can still see it from the sky view camera. Smoke still coming out visible into the sky. It seems to be a whiter smoke coming up into the sky. You can see it's east of downtown Fort Wayne, located at 2613 East Washington Boulevard, and a public safety alert did come out saying that people need to and should avoid the area of the 2600 block of East Washington Boulevard and other blocks nearby, including the 2400 block and the 2800 block. We've got this picture up. This is from this is a 21 Alive News sky camera. So this is from high up in the sky, and we're still seeing that smoke, meaning it's visible around that area, hence why that public safety alert did come down to avoid the area. You can see the Fort Wayne Fire Department is making a lot of progress on this fire compared to when we started this about 30 minutes ago. We have talked to the Fort Wayne Fire Department Public Information Officer, Jonathan Flickinger. He told us as of right now, nobody is injured, and that they don't know what business or who owns the building, but they do know that the building was used for storage. Now, what was used for storage, what was in that building is still unknown, but we know the building was used for storage. I'm gonna let you look at this for a little bit here right now, and I'll try to be back with more, go over the information again, and try to get some more information. Again, 21 Alive News is going to bring you the latest information as soon as possible. We have crews on the scene finding out more, and we're working here in the newsroom to get you the latest details.